Hello, good morning. So in this video, I'm going to talk about two of other principles of arts, which is the gradation and harmony. Now, what is gradation? Gradation is a painting or drawing technique in which there is a gradual change from one color or tone to another color and tone. Gradation is used in drawings to create forms that appears three-dimensional. Examples of gradation is when light colors changes gradually into dark, bigger becomes smaller, and one color changes into another. Now let's have this first example. At first thought, you will say that this is just a normal painting of a grass, but try to squint your eyes and focus on the colors. And probably you might discover that there's a gradation in the color or the value of the painting. Now, as you squint your eyes, try to look at the bottom part. Let's begin with the bottom part first. Now, you will see that there's a blue-green kind of color, and then it transitions from a shade of green or darker green, and then becomes a lighter shade of green, and then into yellow-green, and then it transitions again into yellow, and then at the last color you will see is orange-like color. Now this is the gradation in this painting. As I've said earlier that gradation can come into one color into another, or it transitions from one color to another tone or color. Now, colors are not the only thing that is gradated in this painting because there's more. Now let's start on the bottom part again. In the bottom part, you will see that the strokes of the painting is way more larger and longer. But if you try to analyze the whole painting as it goes up, you will see that the strokes became smaller and smaller. That is the gradation there. The strokes of the painting from the bottom part started with a larger and longer sizes, but as it goes up, this kind of details become smaller and smaller. Now on this next example, we have this painting of lines of horses, there's children and other people on the street. Now what I want you to focus in this particular painting is the lines of the horses where the gradation is being applied. Now if you try to see the lines of the horses, you will see that it started from a white colored horse. Now as these lines of horses becomes more farther, the color of the horses becomes more darker and darker. It started from a white color next to a light brown, and then to a way more darker brown, and then to more darker and darker. Alongside with the colors, the sizes of the horses is gradated as well. As the images of the horses goes farther, its sizes becomes more smaller and smaller. What is harmony? Harmony is the visually satisfying effect of combining similar or related elements. It is the sense of cohesiveness in between the elements in a composition. The element doesn't need to be exactly the same or completely different, but at least to be related in some ways. Color palettes or similar texture can create a sense of unity between different components. Overall, harmony is achieved when an element of an artwork come together in a unified way. Certain elements can be repeated, yet they still look and feel like they are lending themselves as a whole. Harmony is definitely not a monotony, but also it is not chaos, but instead it is a perfect pair or match of both.